Whenever you discuss relationships between Filipinos and foreigners, you always hear the expression, fair exchange is no robbery. Well, this is no fair exchange. It's robbery. And we're complicit in our own robbery. She receives a world of new opportunities. We take them off life support. We literally bring them back from the dead. Now, what do we receive? I think you know what we receive. Welcome back to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. Here comes the tricycle. He thinks I want him, but I'm gonna walk. No, I'm walking. Oh, okay, he's gonna pick up the lady behind me. Here's Curly. What's he doing way over here? What are you doing over here, Curly? I should have stayed single. I want to talk about the 3 biggest regrets that I believe expats have. And one of them, happy expats now, and one of them is remaining single. Hindsight is always 20/20. I think we all can look back on our lives and wish we would have did something differently. Maybe you wish you would have taken better care of yourself in your younger years. Maybe you wish you would have contributed more to your 401k. You know, everybody's got something that they regret. You know, regret can just simply mean that you acted differently or made a different choice. It doesn't have to mean sadness, disappointment, and remorse. So I just want to put this out there to give you some context before y'all get the wrong impression. You know, I'm happy in my relationship. But if I could do it all over again, which I absolutely cannot do, from the time I entered the Philippines until now, I should have remained single. And why are you saying that, if you're so happy? Well, at some point, no matter how desperate you are, no matter how lonely you are, when the dust settles, you're going to realize that this is not a fair exchange. This is the argument everybody has. Fair exchange is no robbery. No, this is robbery. And we're complicit in our own robbery. But the biggest thing is cultural differences. I just can't break through that. I've never been able to break through it. So for almost 17 years of dating Filipinas, hey, man, Butchak, I've been forcing a square block in a round hole. And by the time I do all that knocking and shaving off the sides and all that stuff, by the time I get it through there, I'm worn out. I'm exhausted. Because if you're honest, no matter how long you've been with your woman over here, it can be draining, man, financially and spiritually. You know, the women that we deal with, that we end up with, can be heavy. I always liken it to carrying around a 100-pound backpack all day, every day. But yet I'm 62. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. So after a while, it's going to wear you down. Everybody knows how I feel about Filipino women. I think they're some of the most beautiful women in the world. They certainly have their the good things about them, more good. I'm just saying, as a Western man, as an American man, I just can't break through that cultural thing. So, am I going to commit suicide? No. I'm just going to deal with it and go on with my own life, but it is a regret. Remember, hindsight's always 20/20. See, a lot of guys right now, they're so excited to come over here, hey, man, what's up? And get involved with a woman. They have no idea what they're getting into. That's why I talk about stuff like this. I just try to share my experiences. What I'm seeing, living, and experiencing. Hey, man, Butak. And maybe it can help you. Maybe it give you a chance to think, because the dust is going to settle. But that's just one of the things, because as much as I've tried to pull them up, they're going to pull you down faster than you could ever pull them up. You're just fighting against it. It's an uphill battle, man. But men don't tell the truth. That's why I talk about the things I talk about, because nobody else is going to tell you the truth. They're on that pink cloud. Oh, I've been with my wife for 20 years. So what? It don't mean that you ain't had some cultural differences. It doesn't mean she hasn't drove your ass crazy. It doesn't mean that at some point during them 20 years, you didn't have regret. Shout out to my buddy, Willard Whitfield. He's been single ever since I met him. When the lockdowns was over, I was in Cebu in a barber shop, and I met him. He said, hey, aren't you Sunshine Shows? Nice to meet you. We've been friends ever since. A great guy. He's single. He has no regrets. But like I said, I don't live hypothetically. I'm just talking about regrets. I wish I would have acted differently. I wish I would have made different choices. You know, I wouldn't change my life right now for nothing in the world. I've got just some of the most beautiful and intelligent children from my unions over here. But nobody else is gonna tell you the truth. Nobody's gonna talk about stuff like this, you know. I'm just saying, be careful what you wish for, man. You just might get it. But I'm gonna tell you something else that happy expats have regrets about. They wish they'd have did things differently. And hey, man, what's up? And that's they wish they'd have came here sooner. They wish they were retired in the Philippines sooner. See, I retired at 55. I wish I would have retired, man, 45, really. Remember, we're not spring chickens anymore. We know that our best years are behind us. Boy, I wish I could have spent some of my best years over here. Be able to take advantage of the things that, you know, a lot of younger men can take advantage of over here. Not just relationships. You know, I'm talking about all the adventure, man, all the exploring. Traveling, man, can be tough on you over here. The heat and all that stuff. But that's one regret when I talk to men who are truly happy over here. They say, man, I wish I'd have came here earlier. Because they're having such a great time. And they know that their life is running out. Man, Butchart, they wish they would have came earlier. Because the years fly by, man. I was 55 when I retired here for good. And those 7 years flew by. I arrived here December 5th, 2018. And I can't believe it, how fast those 7 years went. And happy holidays to everybody out there. Merry Christmas. It's a great time to be in the Philippines during the Christmas holiday. Let me say that. We had the kids had gift exchange at school, and on the wish list, the little boy said he wanted a remote control car. Well, we went to Gaisano, and there was one for $3.99. We didn't think no much of it. Oh, he's so overwhelmed, man. Gave me chills. He's so happy. He made a video about it and put it on Facebook. Because come to find out, every little boy, which, let's see, 11 years old, fourth or fifth grade, they wanted a remote control car. He was the only one that got one. And so what me and Merlin are going to do, what we want to do, because I don't want to leave anybody out, we want to make sure that every little boy wanted a remote control car. So if it's 10 guys in there, so that means 9 more little boys don't have a remote control car. We're thinking about going to Gaisano and spending $3.99 9 more times, which won't be no more than about 3,000. Let's say 3,600 pesos. What's that? What? $70 or something? $65 or something like that. You know, because we take that stuff for granted, man. You know, it's hard times for a lot of hardworking families over here. They just can't afford to buy something like that. And just to see the thrill in his eyes, man, it did something to me, man. I mean, it really did raise the hair on my arm. But back to the regret of coming here sooner. You know, some guys like, man, I wish I knew about the Philippines sooner, because they've been retired. They just didn't know that the Philippines was a great vacation spot, a retirement destination as they do now. Just they've been watching these videos and everything. But the last thing I'm going to talk about, the last regret that I see happy expats have, is they wish they had more money. They regret not having more money. Whatever it takes, investments, savings, or whatever, because they're having such a great time over here. Remember, it takes a lot of money to have a relationship over here. That's going to drain you, you know, financially and spiritually. But most expats here, according to all my research, I don't just be making up stuff. We're living paycheck to paycheck over here. We're happy, but we don't have the money that we wish we had. So we can do more exploring. We can take better care of the woman. We can take better advantage of some of the opportunities over here. See, by the Philippines being a developing country, there's a lot of opportunity over here for the right person with the right business idea, if that's what you want to do. But we just wish we had more money. That's all. There's nothing wrong with having regrets, guys. You can still be happy and have regrets. A regret doesn't have to mean sadness, disappointment, and remorse. It could just simply mean, I wish I would have acted differently. I wish I would have made a different choice. That's all. It's not something that I'm going to commit suicide over. I'm just going to say, man, you know, it crosses your mind, and then you go on with your life. You know, you're dealing with it the best you can. I'm happy over here. If I wasn't, I'd be gone, man. I don't make up shit. I don't lie. For what? To impress strangers? People I'll never meet? I'm going to be honest with you. I'll probably meet 1 out of 10,000 of my viewers, foreign viewers. Yeah. So there's no need for me to come on here making up stuff. I just try to talk about real life stuff. You know, it's more than, you know, condominiums and beaches and all that's there. And it's going to be there, but I'm talking about real life stuff you're really going to run into. And after a while, the dust done settled for me, almost 17 years. And those are the 3 biggest things that I see. I talk to a lot of men who are over here. A lot of the guys who live in San Carlos City, they're here because of my channel. And I talk to them, and those things always come up. Relationships. They wish they came here sooner, and they wish they had more money. So if in America, if in the Philippines, wherever you are, finding it hard to help somebody. Now, a day goes by, I don't help somebody. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Don't do anything stupid. You can have regrets, man, without being sad and remorseful and wanting to commit suicide and thinking that your life is ended. But sometimes coming over here, man, dealing with women here, it's like trying to spit a square block in a round hole, man. It's going to drain you physically, spiritually, and mentally. Once you get through that, you know, you're going to be like, whew, I'm worn out. You know, I'm trying to pull her up, but she's going to pull me down quicker than I can pull her up. They're heavy, man. It's just how it is. These are the women we end up with. It's no knock on them. It's mainly the cultural differences that we never even pay attention to. We treat it so lightly. It's trivial to us. But that's what kills most of these relationships. You never get over that, guys, okay? It just makes you want to do something better going forward. I'm happy, man. You know, I wouldn't change anything. This is something I wanted to talk about because men, we just aren't honest, man. So you can't help people when you're lying, when you're leaving a lot of stuff out, when you're not telling the whole story. Yeah, the weather, look at the weather. This is the thing that the Philippines doesn't get enough credit about. It's there. It's one of the main reasons I'm still here. And my daughter, Booby, the beautiful beaches are there, the wonderful, friendly people. It's all true. But it doesn't mean you're not going to have regrets, guys. Take care.